Hello guys, welcome back to another Minecraft video. Today, it's gonna basically be just another building tutorial. So today I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my basic process on, well, structural design. So, of course, the very first step is, what am I going to build? So, let's say I want to build a mansion, something like over there. The very first thing is get rid of the cube shape. So sure, you would start out with a cube, so let's go ahead and do that. And then 1, 2, 3, and then just go ahead. I do it every 3 blocks, as I showed you guys in the previous video. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and go watch that one. The title is How to Build Like Boundedant. So yep. Okay, so now you have this basic cube shape. It's gonna look nice if you build it like over here. It looks nice, but it's a tad bit boring. You know, maybe if you do a very good roof, nice little roof. The roof can save a build or it can kill it, but you can't always rely on a roof. So what you should most likely do is rely on the basic shape. That's the very first thing. To make a build interesting, it can't just be a cube. You see, this is a rectangle. This is just a basic rectangle, but then it goes up in different cubes. This one, it has a ton of different sections. They're all cubes, but they're all made special. So right here, you got a rectangle. You got a 4x2, and when I talk about like 4x2, that means 1, 2 of these kinds of sections. So 4x2, and then I cut this out and turned it into a patio. And then up here, I guess I didn't fix there. Up here, it's a nice little, it just kind of stands out. It goes up. This is, let's see. This is the 1x2 connecting to, no, that's a 3x1 connecting to 2x2. So on top of this, sure, it's just straight up, but it still looks nice because if you have there's a balance. If you have everything uniform, like these builds or that build over here, this is a pretty bad one. It's all uniform. It looks too similar. Then you get overwhelmed. But when you have like different segments on the top, and if it's too wildly different, you get overwhelmed, and then the style gets boring pretty fast. So the main thing would be, so you would take your basic shape. Don't be afraid to continue this shape up. So the basic thing would be, okay, maybe expand this a bit. So take this and just go back. Remove this one. Ba, ba, and ba-da. So boom, now you have a different shape. And now it isn't just a square. And then you could take it to the next level. So this would be a nice house to live in. Spacious, but does it look that good? So maybe you want a second story. So I guess you could go ahead and mark a second story by just adding this extra little spot. Something is wrong. Yeah, these ones are off. So if you want like an extra little spot, let me just go ahead and replace that. But if you want like a second story, but you don't want it to be in that just boring spot, so you could like leave out that corner, boom, 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 and but up. You leave out that corner, and it would go somewhere like this. This could be like a little patio, and then this would have a raised area. So boom, now you have you use this little area as a patio, or maybe you just get rid of that and you just have like the little patio with the stairs, but probably would want to leave that. But then you want to take it to the next level. So you can go ahead So I guess you could just get rid of this and keep it. So you probably shouldn't think of second story until you do the first. So probably the first thing you want to do is get this organic shape. So I guess you could have like another square intersect. So go ahead. You would do all this. And then you get rid of any overlappings. And then you get this nice different shape. Now this would also be a very nice house to live in. Although, yet again, it's pretty basic. So maybe you want to build off of it a bit more. So maybe you want a nice little segment, like add another square right here. Just bop, 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 boom. Get rid of all the overlappings, and now you have this nice shape. Okay, that's good. It's a nice shape. And then I guess you could do like a little patio right here. So this, and then you would have, this would be the internal. So I guess you could put this with just to mark it out. You gotta plan out your build. If you don't plan out the build, you get something really weird. Like over here, let's look at this example. I planned this out. It was kind of weird, but I did not. This thing I kind of planned it out. The roof I didn't plan out that well, so it didn't come out as well as you would like it. So let's just go right back to where I was. You see this? This is chaotic. I just started building. It doesn't even look that good. That's the sad part. I just started building, and it actually cost me. And then, now that you got the first floor planned out, okay, let's see. Do you want a second story? Most people would probably say yes. Some people would say no, because there's more space to manage. And the more space there is, the more work there is, yada yada yada. You're respectably lazy, and you don't want to work that much. Well, to the eye of the beholder. So what you would probably do is you would like, okay, maybe this corner would look nice. Sure, why not? Have it right there. And then maybe, hey, yeah, that seems nice. But that would only leave one by one. So of course, let's go into this corner. Okay, yeah, that looks very nice. And then the internal wall can carry in. So boom. That's going to be, this is going to be internal wall, so it's going to give a nice area. Right here is going to be an interior wall. These are exterior walls. That's going to be interior. That's going to be interior. Go ahead. I guess just get a nice little square. That's too tall. And then let's just give it a more organic shape here. Let's go ahead and see. It's too uniform now, so let's just go ahead, cut this down, and bring that over here. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, now you have a nice little floor plan. So yes, it could get a tad bit odd, tad bit cramped, but you now have like this little open area over here. I guess that's supposed to be there. Okay, let's see. Okay, now that's a tad bit too uniform, so it's like perfectly, whatever, it is what it is. So then you would go ahead and you'd start, so you would get the all the way up. This is how I would do it. And I would go ahead, I'd do the frame, bop, 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 bop. And yada, yada, yada. You get what you get. And then as you continue, you would probably want to leave that there. So this is the basic. You would start building the frame. You'd get something that looks like this. And then after you get something that looks generally like this, you would just continue. Ba, 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 ba. And now, with this simple trick, you're going to get a much nicer house by planning it out first. So you're going to have like a second story here. So this would go up to 11. Yes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Yep, that is very nice. And yep, so basically it would just go, you bring all the tall ones up, you would connect them, at the 5th block too. Okay, yeah, it's 10. I messed up. Whatever. Ah, no, I'm game. This kid has to leave me alone. I swear. Okay, I'm getting harassed. Okay, I gotta go deal with this. Great. This is annoying. Oh, yep. I'll be right back. Ah, leave me. Alright, guys, I'm back. So, yeah, that was pretty annoying. But back to what I was saying, if I could regain that train of thought that went off the cliff. Cliff, not Cliff. Clifford the big red dog. Whatever. So, yeah. You would continue, you'd bring this up, yada yada yada, you'd get up, and then you'd have like a nice little second story, and then what I was saying, this would be an interior wall. So there's differences between interior and exterior. Since this would be a patio, it'd be a nice little patio. It would probably be, so based on the specific shape, it would be something like, yeah, so it wouldn't be that way, it'd be this way. So yeah, you got a nice little patio. It would be a nice little roof that would hit right here. So right here would be the middle of the roof. You know, you'd have the good old patio, just a nice little area. You'd probably want to mark this. So, and that allows you to plan even further on what you want to build. So yeah, this would be an interior wall. This would be an exterior wall, so it'll have all the decorations. And yeah. So this would be exterior, interior, interior. You can cheat on. It gives you more space because, well, you can move around. So, because look, so a big part about this is this takes up a whole block. So if it's in the grid pattern, just a 1 by 1, you only get this. You have to chill in this, and that gets pretty annoying. So yeah, by cheating on these, by just not having to add the detail on the outside, putting the calcite in between the supports or the frame, it makes it infinitely easier to decorate. It gives you so much more room. It gives you 2 blocks of room each and every time. And to put that into perspective, in Minecraft, each block is a cubic meter. So in real life, that gives you 6 feet of extra space per grid pattern. So right here, I would have 7 meters of space or 7 blocks of space and whatever, and I would actually be able to move around. It wouldn't be claustrophobic. I would just be there. It would be a nice little area, and by avoiding that crampedness, because okay, let's say I was to do the exterior wall, so I would have the internal look down. It would be very very small. No, not even that. Okay, so it'd be a 1 by 1, and then okay, yeah. So if you were to treat it like an interior wall, this is all the space you would have for the top. Yeah, there's no point in having a second story at this point. So by doing that little cheat, it makes it so much easier, and you don't really have to worry about space because it opens up all that space. So instead, I would have all. So let's go ahead, just get all this down. I would have so much more space because let's just go ahead and Okay, look at this. This is so much better than what I just had. This is actually something you could comfortably live in without. Well, I guess it's a video game, so it wouldn't matter as much. But it looks nice. And here, look, you could barely even tell. Like, it actually looks nice. It keeps it from seeming cramped or rushed or whatever. It looks nice on the bottom, looks nice on the top. That's all that matters. So yeah, guys, that's the basic structural design process. So these are the steps, and then this is how you use them. So after you'd build a frame, you would go ahead, you'd fill in, and then you would figure out the roofs. With those 3 different types of roofs that I showed you in the Build It Bounded End episode 2, customizable survival base. So yeah. Well, anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this Minecraft video. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you guys do know when my next video comes out. My motivation is still going incredibly strong. I just built some interesting things out of cardboard. So far motivation's going pretty strong. So I do expect to post more videos. Anyway, have a great day, and goodbye.